Whoa. Do you know who feels the pain more when there's a separation from two couples that have been dating? For example, when you're dating someone as a man, do you know who feels the pain more, the female or the male? If I ask you this question, what would you tell me?
Um, I'll
Yeah.
say the female.
Okay, you want to say the
I
female
want to say
feels.
the female, yes, because I mean, yeah, I'll say the female.
Okay, let me tell you, is the male.
Why?
A man feels more of that separation than the female because every single thing that is done while dating is done within the man's perimeter.
Mm,
I will repeat, meaning anything that is done while dating is done within the man's space.
mm,
Because the woman comes to your house while you're dating. She brings her stuff to your house while you're
I
dating.
got you.
She spends time with you. Mostly you have the car, she sits in your car,
Mm,
or she drives your car.
yeah,
She wears your clothes. She
usually.
sees everything about you, so she's always in your space. So when you get separated now, what happens? You find this space there and you start wondering each time you're in your own property, you start seeing her there.
Footprints
Yeah. And she's not
or
there.
fingerprints, as the case might
Thank
be.
you. But
I,
don't
I
forget,
get your point.
when she gets home, she don't have you in her space.
No data.
Probably you've never been to her house. You don't even know where she's from. So you see, she can easily go home and forget about you, but you cannot easily forget about her because she's always been in your space.
Fantastic perspective. I didn't see it from that angle. I was actually thinking,
Whoa.
word indeed. Why I was thinking that the female will feel it more because they are more statistically you have more women around, and at the end of one relationship, it's easier for the male folk to move on to another relationship.
Likewise, the female folk.
Well, I said well. So, but this point you brought out, having data, having the female, mostly in the male space. The male is the host, So usually, yeah. The male in this regard will tend to feel by virtue of seeing more memory of the separated partner in the
In
space,
this
in the
space.
space. Yeah.
So what I'm saying in other words is men should be very careful because this is how we feel so much hurt. Because we have our girlfriend, your lover, however you want to call her,
Your
in your
partner.
yeah, your partner in your space. So when there's a breakup, you find out that you feel
The
more
vacuum.
pain,
You feel the vacuum
feel the vacuum more
more.
because you've accommodated her in
Yeah.
your space.
Absolutely.
So she hasn't accommodated you in her space.
She has not. Usually they almost like, okay, I don't want to use the wrong word. I could just say yeah, because they're usually on this side more. They have more expectations. The man is more welcoming. The man is more providing. Yeah, you have
Everything.
more data. The male has more
More
data
data
than the
than the
female.
female.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm bringing this conversation and this podcast for you to understand because we have a friend that just got dished.
Oh yeah.
So I'm basically he feels so much pain, and I told him the same thing, and he couldn't comprehend.
Mm,
Just a few days ago, he told me, "Oh yeah, up front, I follow you now." It took him time.
mm.
It didn't take you time
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
straightforward.
Oh yeah.
So if you're dating, make sure you're dating for real because if there's a breakup, you're gonna suffer more. As I've always said, every relationship
Has
has
an
an
expiry
expiration
date.
date. So wait for your expiration and make sure your expiration you share responsibility, meaning go to her crib if you can, and while she goes to your crib, spend time so when she gets back home, she will feel your absence. What?
Whoa.
Whoa.
I love that one. Yeah, because usually, sometimes we the male folks, we like this is supposed to be behind the cameras, right? We the male folks tend to now date people that are not within our past, so we might not even have the opportunity
To visit.
to visit, share similar experiences. Oh, come to my home for dinner. It's always you coming for
Yeah, but
weekend, always
yes,
the
always
female
with
folk,
you.
coming. So if we can even just now for the male brothers, we jig the expectations. Okay, have certain maxims. Okay, my baby is not going to be less than this, must be earning, must be working, so that when you're sharing a relationship, it's not
It's
going to be
almost even, right?
yes, because to avoid some kind of unnecessary aches, heart aches.
Word again.
Whoa.